Do you want to become a self-made billionaire? If so, then this is for you. I'm going to share with you the 6 most common ways that people have built their fortunes from nothing, so you can get started too. This isn't about overnight successes or winning the lottery. It's about taking a simple idea, turning it into $1 million business, and then scaling that business up to become a $1 billion company. And if you follow the steps that I'm about to share with you, you could be next. In today's video, we're going to take a look at 6 of the most common ways that people build their fortunes and how they go from zero to billions of dollars. So make sure you watch until the end because each path requires a different set of skills and resources. And if you find one that matches your strengths, you'll be off to the races. Alright, let's get started. Number 1. Build a software as a service business. Look, it's no secret that tech startups are some of the fastest growing companies in the world. And software as a service businesses are at the top of the food chain. Why? Because they offer recurring revenue. That means that once you build the software, you can sell access to it over and over again without having to keep creating new products. And the best part is that it doesn't require much capital to get started. You can often bootstrap these businesses or raise a small amount of money from friends and family. Think about it. Some of the biggest companies in the world started out as simple ideas that were coded together by a few developers who had a vision. Companies like Facebook, Google, and Microsoft all started out with a basic piece of software that solved a simple problem. In fact, most of the apps and software that we use every day were created by self-made billionaires. For example, WhatsApp was started by Jan Koum, who before starting WhatsApp worked at Yahoo Messenger, Skype, and other similar companies. He learned from his experience there what worked and what didn't work. And then he applied that knowledge to create WhatsApp, which was acquired by Facebook for $19 billion. Another great example is Slack, which was started by Stuart Butterfield after the failure of his previous startup, an online gaming platform called Tiny Speck. He noticed that his team was spending way too much time on email, so he created Slack as an alternative communication tool. Since then, Slack has grown to over 12 million daily active users and is worth more than $20 billion. Now, it's not always easy to build a successful software business, but it is possible. If you're willing to put in the hard work and learn the necessary skills, you could be the next self-made billionaire in the software industry. Number 2. Build a marketplace platform. Look, we live in a world where everyone wants something faster, easier, cheaper. That's why e-commerce stores are growing at an explosive rate. People love the convenience of being able to buy anything they want with just a few clicks of a button. And the best part is that you don't need to be the one delivering the product. You can simply connect buyers and sellers and take a commission on each transaction. That's how eBay, Amazon, Etsy, Uber, Airbnb, and many others became billion-dollar businesses. They all created platforms that connected people who wanted to buy things with people who wanted to sell them. Think about it. When eBay first launched, it was just a simple website where people could list items for sale and bid on items that other people had listed. But today it's grown to become a massive global marketplace with millions of buyers and sellers. Amazon started out as an online bookstore, and now it sells almost everything you could ever want to buy. And Etsy started out as a website where people could buy and sell handmade goods. But now it's a massive global marketplace for all kinds of goods. And the thing is, you don't need to be the one delivering the product or service. You can simply connect buyers and sellers and take a commission on each transaction. For example, Uber connects riders with drivers, Airbnb connects travelers with property owners, and TaskRabbit connects people who need help with everyday tasks with people who can help them. Now, building a marketplace platform isn't easy, but it is possible. If you're willing to put in the hard work and learn the necessary skills, you could be the next self-made billionaire in the e-commerce space. 3. Create an online learning course. One of the most profitable businesses that you can get into is selling online courses. Think about it. Everyone wants to learn something new these days. And with the internet, you can teach almost anyone anything. The best part is that you only have to create the course once and then you can sell it over and over again. You could charge a one-time fee, or you could charge a monthly membership fee, or you could even do both. There are so many different ways to monetize your knowledge and expertise. Just think about all the problems that you've solved in your life, or all the skills that you've learned that other people would be willing to pay for. Maybe you're an expert at something that you learned on your own. Maybe you've solved a difficult problem that other people are facing. Maybe you have a unique perspective on a topic that other people would find valuable. Whatever it is, there's probably someone out there who's willing to pay you to teach them what you know. Now here's the thing. It's not enough to simply have the knowledge and expertise. You have to package it in a way that's easy for others to consume. That means creating well-structured lessons that are easy to follow. It also means making sure that your course is up to date and relevant. And it also means promoting your course so that people know about it. You can promote your course through social media, content marketing, or paid advertising. The key is to find a way to reach the people who are most likely to benefit from your course. Once you've done that, you can start building your business and working towards becoming a self-made billionaire. 4. Create an e-commerce store. Let me ask you a question. How many times have you gone to a physical store to buy something only to find that they didn't have what you were looking for? Or maybe you couldn't find a parking spot, or maybe the lines were too long. What if there was an easier way to shop? That's where e-commerce stores come in. They offer a convenient way for people to buy the products they need without having to leave their homes. And the best part is that you don't need a lot of money to get started. You can dropship products directly from China or India, and you can list them on your website. Then when someone makes a purchase, you can pass the order on to the supplier who will ship it directly to the customer. All you need is a good product, a website, and a way to market your store. You can market your store through social media, content marketing, or paid advertising. The key is to find a way to reach the people who are most likely to buy your product. Once you've done that, you can start building your business and working towards becoming a self-made billionaire. Number 5. Build a SaaS business with large enterprise customers. If you want to really scale your SaaS business and build real wealth, then you need to focus on selling to large enterprise customers. These are the big companies with deep pockets that can afford to pay top dollar for the right software solution. And the best part is that once you land a large enterprise customer, they'll often stick around for a long time. That means you can count on them for recurring revenue month after month, year after year. Now here's the thing. Selling to large enterprises isn't like selling to individual consumers. You're not trying to convince someone to buy a cup of coffee or a pair of shoes. You're trying to convince a company to buy a software solution that will impact its entire organization. That means you need to have a really good product that solves a real pain point for businesses. You also need to have a team of salespeople who can effectively communicate the value of your product to potential customers. And you need to have a strong customer support team to make sure that your customers are happy with your product. Now, building a SaaS business with large enterprise customers isn't easy, but it is possible. If you're willing to put in the hard work and learn the necessary skills, you could be the next self-made billionaire in the SaaS space. Number 6. Start a media company. Look, we live in a world where content is king. With the rise of streaming services like Netflix and Disney+, people have more options for entertainment than ever before. But there's still a lot of room for new and innovative media companies. The key is to find a niche that you're passionate about and then create content that's high quality and engaging. That could mean producing original shows and movies, or it could mean acquiring rights to existing content. Either way, the opportunities are endless. For example, Netflix started out as a simple DVD rental service. And now it's one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world, with its own original shows and movies. Disney Plus has taken the world by storm and has quickly become one of the most popular streaming services with its vast library of content. And then there's companies like BuzzFeed, Vox, and Vice, who have built massive empires by producing engaging and shareable content. Now, starting a media company isn't easy. It takes a lot of creativity, hard work, and dedication. But if you're passionate about content and you're willing to put in the effort, you could be the next self-made billionaire in the media industry. Alright, those are 6 of the most common ways that people become self-made billionaires. Which one are you going to choose? Remember, you don't need to be a genius or have a silver spoon. You just need a good idea and the willingness to put in the hard work. If you can do that, then you could be next. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.